This is a premium deck profile based around V-Series drag cart Luard made just before DZBT06. And I have decided to include both the crest generator for Luard along with the G-Series counterpart of the crest. The Grade 3 lineup consists of 3 copies of drag cart Luard, 3 copies of drag driver Luard, 2 Origin Mage Ildona, and 1 Bracing Angel ladder. As for the Grade 2s, I have 4 copies of the Ride Fixer Major Famed Blades Grade, 2 Drag Fencer Dagda. It's unfortunate, but I needed to make more room. And finally, 1 Night of Exertion during, in order to aid with consistency. Now, for the next section, there is a warning associated with it. Some viewers may find the following section of the video triggering. As such, viewer discretion is advised. With that out of the way, we have 4 copies of Astral Chain Dragon, 4 copies of Dark Shield Maclear, 3 copies of Taboo Mage Kappa, 4 copies of Cursed Eye Raven, and 1 copy of the Purple OT to round out the trigger lineup. With the triggering content out of the way, the Grade 0s we're running are a one-off copy of Drag Prince Root and Defabu. Root is our starter and Defabu is there to aid with multi-attack. Next up is the Grade 1s, where we have 2 copies of the D-Series Drag Wizard Niece, 2 copies of the G-Series Niece, 4 copies of Skull Witch Nemain, 1 copy of the G-Series Abyssal Owl, 3 copies of Black Sage Sharon, and finally 4 copies of Sagaeon. Sagaeon helps with early aggro along with getting more cards into your hand. Abyssal Owl and Black Sage Sharon are there to help with counter charge. You don't really care about Sharon's Soul Blast cost, as most of the time you have plenty of soul. And the main is there to help you get to Ritual 10. Next up is the G-Zone, where we have 1 copy of Harmonix Messiah, 1 copy of Dark Dragon Chainranker Dragon, 3 copies of Morfessa, 3 copies of Drag Abyss Luard, 1 copy of Drag Anger Ogma, and finally 2 copies of Dark Dragon Phantom Blaster Diablo. Diablo's there for Geese, Ogma's there if the opponent decides to use Ladder and you can't kill them with Morfessa. Chainranker's there in case you go second, Harmonix is required. Drag Abyss is there because occasionally it can output more pressure than Morfessa, especially if you're low on Grade 1s in deck. And Morfessa is your kill stride. Next we have the G-Zone, where we have 2 copies of Dark Dragon Deep Griever Dragon, which is your primary G-Guard, as running out of Grade 1s in deck is a common occurrence. There we have Bronak to help get Grade 1s in your deck early on. Additionally, because of how quickly you go through your deck, getting down to 5 cards in deck isn't particularly difficult, which means you can use it to stack triggers, followed by going into Deep Griever to stop you from decking out. Then we have Dark Veil Dragon. The Soul Blast cost is negligible, and it just gives you a decent amount of shield if you need it, though it's normally flip fodder for Jelly Do if you decide to use her. As for what your kill turn will look like, This is more or less what your board should aim to be looking like, with Ladder active and Morpheus' Ritual 10 active. So first, boosted by Nice, Defabu attacks. Then, Nice's skill. Counterblast 1, kill Defabu, draw 1, Defabu's skill, superior call the top card of the deck. In this case we got Origin Mage Ildona, so Ildona attacks. Then, boosted by Sharon, Dagda attacks. Using Dagda's skill, Counterblast 1, kill Nice, superior calling Black Sage Sharon along with another Black Sage Sharon. Soul Blast 2, Countercharge 2. Then, boosted by Sharon, Sharon attacks. After that, Morpheus attacks, drive check, stand trigger, stand Dagda, second check, stand trigger, stand Sharon. Then Sharon attacks. Then Dagda attacks, Dagda's skill, counterblast, kill Sharon, superior cool Sigeon and Ildona. Then boosted by Sigeon, Ildona attacks, Ildona's skill, counterblast, kill 2, draw 2. Then, after battle, Sigeon kills itself and you get another card. With how the kill turn works out, it costs a minimum amount of CB, and you also get a decent amount of cards in hand, which means there's half a chance of you surviving your opponent's next turn. Anyway, that concludes the deck profile for V-Series Dragheart Luard, and here's a deck mod code if you want to build it yourself. Thanks for watching, and I'll hopefully be updating this deck list next week.